All right, what better topic to discuss on Valentine's Day than the rape spectrum? Here we go, boys. Apparently, this was made unironically. In fact, I think Nick showed me where this originally came from. By the way, I can definitely tell Nick was drinking yesterday on a game day because he sent me this meme like 10 times yesterday. And I'm like, Nick, you already showed this to me. Like, he thought it was really fucking funny. You got quite the enjoyment out of it. Oh yeah, here we go. This is where it originally came from. The results of my Is This Rape survey, where I gave people a bunch of scenarios and had them move a slider from not rape to rape. For full details, methodology, and raw data, check out my complete post here. So on our latest peer-reviewed study, the rape spectrum, right here. So at the bottom is supposed, or I guess the top. At the top is supposed to be stuff that's not that bad, but I guess still considered rape. And then it obviously gets much worse on a scale of 0 to 100. Because this is what we do in our free time. We rank which rape is worse. So you know, at the top you have stuff like having sex with an unenthusiastic sex worker, has sex to make partner happy in a relationship, lying about wealth or hobbies in order to get laid, person with Down syndrome eagerly has sex with a neurotypical. I feel like only Bobox wrote this one. What the fuck is this? Not revealing being transgender until after sex. So that's like the stuff that's like, I guess this is considered rape, but it's not that bad, right? I guess that's what they're saying. Although some of this is like, okay, has sex to make partner happy in relationship. That's not rape, is it? Unless you're like forced to, right? Like that's not even rape. Having sex with unenthusiastic sex. Okay, is she unenthusiastic, meaning she doesn't want to have sex? Or is she just think your dick is small? Like, what are we talking about here? And what about lying about wealth? Doesn't everybody do this? Anyway, whatever. So that's like rape, but not that bad. Okay, moving on. You know, they kick it up a notch, right? You know, pretending to like a sexual hookup out of fear of disrupting mutual social circles. What? Pretending to like a sexual hookup out of fear of disrupting. Who the fuck? Okay, whatever. Hookup where one person appears nervous and tense, but doesn't say no or resist. Jesus. Stealing money back after paying a sex worker for sex. Dude, do they have like, you know, like on GTA when you like fuck the hooker, then you like kill her and take your money back? Do they have that on here? Enthusiastic, interested in person, gets very drunk on date. The other person is sober. They have sex. Sex with somebody who resists and says no, but secretly wants it. What? So in this scenario, is the guy who's, you know, committing the act, does he think in his mind that he's raping the person, but secretly he's not because she actually wanted it, but the guy has no fucking clue of it? Because technically, that would be consensual sex, but the guy doesn't realize that he's engaging in consensual sex. He thinks that he's raping her, right? Like, there's just so many fucking questions I have about all of these scenarios. Why are some of these better than other ones, right? Like, I feel like they're a little bit out of order. Some of these are worse, but they're, like, treated as, like, better. And some of these are, like, you know, the good options are, like, man, they should be a little bit further down. I mean, I'm not a big fan of ranking all of these situations, right? But if we're gonna rank it, do it correctly, you know what I mean? Like, what the fuck is this? Right? And also, on the same scale as this, a 16-year-old eagerly has sex with a 26-year-old. See, this is what I feel like all of YouTube drama has become, right? All of YouTube drama is literally just ranking what horrible traumatic event is worse than the other one. And it's so unironically cancerous. Like, I'm looking at this list right now and making fun of it just because it's funny, right? But, like, unironically, this is how people think nowadays, right? And if, like people, like, develop, like, little, like, tier lists of, like, wow, EDP is pretty bad, but not as bad as Minilad, but Line Maker is on this scale over here. And you know what I mean? Like, it's weird. It's really fucking weird and cancerous. So, on the worst end of the list, we have stealthing, sneakily removing a condom during sex, a husband forcing sex upon wife in a traditional culture where she doesn't perceive this as a wrongdoing, and then we're getting like, I guess this is like the ultra omega rape. A person has a rape fetish. Their friend, trying to be helpful, gets a stranger to abduct and what? Huh? Abduct and forcibly, what? And then at 100, a stranger forcibly assaults somebody who screams and fights the entire time.
Remake this tier list with cancelled YouTubers.
No, somebody else can do that, and then I can laugh at them too. Okay, I have something to say though, and this might be a hot take. Okay, so number 100, which is the worst of them all, I guess, right? A stranger forcibly assaults somebody who screams and fights the entire time. It never says they say no, right? How do we know it's rape, right? Like, it's implied, right? But, like, we don't know. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, I just, like, what is this? My point is I don't know what any of these scenarios mean. There's no fucking nuance to any of this shit, right? So, like, what the fuck? Why is this the worst tier? I feel like some of these that we read that are supposed to be in, like, the mid tier, I feel like some of these scenarios are probably worse, right? Like, it's all out of order. Bad optics? What do you mean? I'm just saying, dude, this list doesn't make any fucking sense, okay? So, happy Valentine's Day, women. Fucking Eds.